famous Diamond 9 formation, trailing our red, white and blue. So make sure you give them a huge round of applause, a massive cheer and wave as they arrive, and I'll transmit that warm welcome to the team on arrival. Cosford, please put your hands together for the 2024 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows! Team arrive in our favourite Diamond 9, trailing our world favourite red, white and blue. Red 1 starts to pull up and he takes the team to the left. And you'll see that platform of our world famous Diamond 9. Reds 8 and 9 start to make their way left and right to form up 9 Arrow. And this year we have a new team leader, a new Red 1, that is squad leader John Bond, known as Bondi. Bondi is in his first year as team leader. He's previously been in the team for 5 years. He was Red 2, 7, 6 twice before coming back in 2024 as Red 4. As the smoke comes on, 4 Big Vixen. Bondi is a former Typhoon pilot, a former qualified flight instructor on the Hawk. There are 11 pilots in the team. You have Red 1 through 9 displayed in front of you. Myself, Red 10, Tornado GR4 pilot, qualified flight instructor on the Hawk Team Mark 2. And we are commanded by Officer Commanding RAF Wing Commander Adam Collins, former Tornado pilot, and also flew the F-111 on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. As we heard, 2024 celebrates the 80th anniversary of Overlord, which was the storming of the Normandy beaches in D-Day. As the team now come up for the Spitfire roll. And also the team would like to dedicate the Spitfire roll to our friend and colleague, Squadron who tragically lost his life 2 weeks ago in the Spitfire crash. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, that's squad leader Chris McCann, known as Creamy. Called Creamy because he's creamed up after training into an instructor role on the Tucano. He then joined the Tornado GR4 on the world famous 617 Dam Busters, where he was received an Air Force Cross for service on operations over Iraq and Syria. Reds 4 and 5 smoke at either side of the centre stem, make their way rearwards. In November 2023, it was the 30th anniversary of the final flight of one of the most iconic aircraft in aviation history. As the team roll out, there is no mistaking the wonderful shape of the iconic and majestic. This is Concorde. Typhoon pilot, he flew with 11 squadrons. He was then an instructor on 29 squadrons before then joining 41 squadron, which is a test and evaluation squadron all based at RAF Waddington in Lincolnshire. The wings start to flex forward as Reds 8 and 9 join the outside, as Reds 6 and 7 split at the rear. Get your cameras ready for the colourful Phoenix! Ollie is in his second year on the team. He was Red 4 last year. He remained as Red 4 and took up the role affectionately known as Uncle Enid. This means he is the role model and mentor for the new pilots all the way through their winter training. The call is made by Red 1 as Red 8 and 9 slip the rear wings and they form two distinctive rows. As Red 1 brings them around to right, once again, get your cameras ready for the chevron roll. Once again, in his first year on the team, he's a former Typhoon pilot, flew with 11 Squadron, and he's also taken part in operations over Iraq and Syria, as well as taking part in the Eastern Europe Air Policing Patrol. Of course, the Red Arrow is a large team. It's not just about the Red Arrow pilots 1 to 11. We have a team of over 140 personnel. Over 120 of them are the engineers, the technicians, the mechanics, the logisticians, the administrators, the suppliers. And they are called the Blues because of the colour of their flying coveralls. And we have a number of Blues here at the Red Arrow's PR tent in the RAF village today. So please make sure you come and visit and say hello. As the team off to the left-hand side, Red 8 and 9 in trail for one of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre we fly. It's once again for 2024, it's Tornado! Red 9 calls you forward as Red 8 and 9 roll around the smoke. But watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings the team down the line. Fly with a higher throttle setting, and therefore it makes the engine gas temperature burn a lot more hotter, and it makes the smoke burn a lot brighter. In addition, it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane, and it makes the smoke boom a lot more fuller, and it enhances certain manoeuvres within the show. To fly in the back of our aircraft in between shows when we cannot take the full engineering complement, and they are known as circus. One individual with me at every show is Circus 10, and that's Corporal Phil Dye today. He is out on the flight line filming the display for debriefing and safety purposes. And he's also responsible for a lot of the airborne images taken that you see across social media. Coming in from the right, your final chance to catch the team and their iconic Diamond 9 from the right is the Red Arrows. End of the first half. As we go to the second half, the team now break down into two distinct sections. Going off to the right, we have Reds 1 through 5. They are now known as Enid. Named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. At Reds 6, 7 and 8 and 9 off to the left-hand side are now known as Hannah. Named after squad leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows. He's the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7 to a 9 and formed our Diamond 9. Enid from the right, Hannah from the left, for the 5-4 cross. And our first public display was in 1965, and the team was formed from 3 distinct teams. The Red Pelicans, the Black Arrows and the Yellow Jacks. We took the red from the Red Pelicans, we took the arrows from the Black Arrows, and of course we flew the aircraft from the Yellow Jacks, which you have just seen performing before us. From the right, forming up with our own tribute to that aircraft, this is Nat. When we took hold of the Hawk T-Mark 1, which is the aircraft we still fly today. An extremely agile aircraft, capable of going supersonic in a dive and climb up to 48,000 feet, and is a firm favourite among all the fighter pilots of the Royal Air Force. Look directly to your front and you see Hannah. 8 to 9 roll. Get your cameras ready for the Hannah.
Roll, go.
Synchro pair are led by the Synchro leader, that's Red 6, that's Flight Lieutenant Stu Roberts. He's in his third and final year of the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot with 11 and 12 squadrons based at RAF Waddington. Each pair will now dive down to only 100 feet above the airfield. They have a closing speed of over 800 miles per hour. Once again, get your cameras ready for the Hannah pass. Now turn hard back towards each other, pulling up to 16 to get themselves back towards the display line. On the right hand side is Red 7, that's squad leader Tom Hansford. Tom is in his second year of the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot and also qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon. As they turn hard towards each other for Synchro. He's a former Typhoon pilot and Tornado GR4 pilot. He takes hard to the back.
Right now. Look directly to your front, you can see the nose lights on the Synchro pair twinkling in the distance. The Synchro pair starts easing up, get your cameras ready. The red smoke comes on, the Synchro pair parts for the world famous Synchro rolling hard. Spearing the heart. Winning is Flight Lieutenant Richard Walker. Rich is in his second year on the team. He's a former Harrier pilot and also a former Typhoon pilot and qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Mark 2. Keep your eye on the Synchro pair with Red 6 and 7 now coming back towards the display line. Once again, they'll dive down to only 100 feet. They'll look to face each other and only pass each other within 30 metres, only 100 feet. Then the last minute they will turn away and go unsighted of each other as they perform the opposition barrel roll.
by Reds 8 and 9. The smoke is on.
8 and 9. Whoa, good.
The colour comes on as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the colourful smoke in corkscrew. The motto of the Red Arrows is attack, which means excellence in everything that we do. In a better place from where we found it, with each person generally serving anywhere between 3 to 5 years on the team. And Eden go off to the right, keep looking left, keep looking right, as the Synchro pair once again come back to the display line. Once again with that close speed of over 800 miles per hour, keep your eye on Red 6 to the left and Red 7 from the right. Red 7 only passing Red 6 within 100 feet. I think he'll come back round to the front to complete the carousel. Coming in from your front right, Reds 4 and 5 roll around. Send themselves back in with the red smoke and blue smoke flowing from Reds 1, 2 and 3. Red 1 brings them around to the right. Once again you can see our world famous red, white and blue. Nice smoke pod underneath the belly of the aeroplane. That smoke pod is capable of producing approximately 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke. And each colour is selected by its own individual pilot on the pilot's control column. As Red 2, 3, 4 and 5 now move upwards alongside Red 1. They are now all looking left and right, 90 degrees along their shoulder line, making it extremely hard to maintain formation as the smoke comes on. For Tango! Extremely proud to represent the Royal Air Force and the United Kingdom, Great Britain, all across the world with our red, white and blue smoke. And of course, later on this year we will go and represent the Royal Air Force and the UK in Canada as we celebrate the Royal Canadian Air Force 100th anniversary. Coming in from your left hand side, once again you've got Hannah, that's Red 6, 7, 8 and 9. Red 6 and 7 roll inverted as they match length and depth for the mirror pass. Red 6 and 7 fly all down the line inverted, working hard to make sure that to their head. Working all they can to take watchiness, and obviously they can not. Minimal amount of inverted flying is limited to only 30 seconds in the Hawk T-Mark 1. I've kind of disappeared to the right, coming in from the left hand side once again, you've got Enid, the white smoke goes on. 2 and 3 roll go, as 2 and 3 roll to the outside. Clear go, Reds 4 and 5 roll to the outside in one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots each year. This is rollbacks. We've got an extremely busy season this year. We're doing approximately 65 displays in total, 40 in the UK and nearly 20 in Canada. Look directly to your front once again, and you'll see Hannah, that's right, 6, 7, 8, 9, forming up, ready for the next manoeuvre. As I said, 2024, we celebrate our 60th anniversary, our Diamond Jubilee, and Reds 8 and 9 draw something special in the sky in celebration of our 60th anniversary. This is the anniversary break. Approximately 1,000 feet before turning back towards the display line for their final manoeuvre of the show. Once again, the aircraft will dive down to only 100 feet. They'll have that closing speed of 800 miles per hour for their final manoeuvre. This is the Synchro double roll.